SCP-550, Object Class Euclid. SCP-550 is a humanoid composed of wood shavings from Fraxinus excelsior, European ash, measuring 2.1 meters in height and 70 kilograms in weight. SCP-550 closely resembles a human male suffering from advanced muscle atrophy, though it lacks all exterior and bodily organs. SCP-550 is mainly compliant to human subjects, though it is restricted to following simple commands. Conversation through alternative systems of communication has been unsuccessful in determining if SCP-550 is sapient. SCP-550 is able to smell despite the lack of sensory organs, and does this solely for the purpose of locating human corpses. SCP-550 is mainly drawn towards corpses in early stages of putrefaction. If no such cadaver is in the vicinity, it will attempt to locate one itself through bipedal locomotion. Upon finding a cadaver, SCP-550 will unravel itself to create a wide split in the area where a chest would be, and will kneel over the cadaver and make physical contact with the cavity. This cavity does not appear to be different from SCP-550's exterior, and it secretes high concentrations of hydrochloric acid. The acid produced by SCP-550 does not dissolve the wood it is covered in. SCP-550 is capable of incorporating simple molecules and compounds through its cavity. The hydrochloric acid it produces is used in breaking down organic substances located in corpses, allowing it to take nutrients through pores in the wood it is composed of. SCP-550 mainly intakes amino acids and various proteins, though it is unclear in how it uses them to maintain itself. SCP-550 will continue making contact with its chosen corpse before closing its chest cavity and standing up. SCP-550 will then release a slurry of materials, mostly containing loose portions of epidermis, articles of clothing, if present on the corpse, and stomach bile. When deprived of corpses for several days, SCP-550 will enter a dormant state and refrain from movement for an indefinite period of time until a corpse is available. Addendum 550-Recov. SCP-550 was found at the site of a mass grave in South Africa. Foundation intelligence was made aware of rumors being passed between locals regarding a Ghul, descriptions of which had some marked deviations from traditional folklore. MTF Beta 7 Maz Hatters was dispatched with orders to confirm the existence of a potential Euclid-class being and to retrieve it on the Foundation's behalf. 28 corpses were found to have been damaged by SCP-550, and Protocol Sown Veil was enacted to restore bodies to acceptable conditions. Several ritualistic items such as incense, candles, pieces of a large cloth stained with various bodily fluids, utensils, pots, plates, and various salts and spices were found scattered throughout the graveyard. One person was reported missing in the town of SCP-550's original location. A local resident named Siyanda. No corpse has been found that matches the civilian. Other town members claim had begun taking regular trips to a neighboring town prior to their disappearance. On search of the civilian's home, a voicemail from a public phone located in was found. No other evidence of possible involvement with SCP-550 was discovered. Addendum 550-A1. April 19, 2011. Analysis of SCP-50 skin sample shows the presence of mucosal cells and microvilli, and confirms skin pigmentation as melanin. Dr. has suggested an authorized MRI scan without sedation, and postponed following incident SCP-550-T1. Incident 550-T1. At 3:43, 2000, Surveillance showed that SCP-550 had begun pacing its cell during research of its dormant state. Agent and Dr. were given permission to investigate. Surveillance footage shows that standard Foundation procedure was followed, and no abnormalities were found until personnel left. SCP-550 immediately lay down in its cell until a large black tongue, anatomically human, erupted from within SCP-550. Site-36 was placed on lockdown, while the tongue protruding from SCP-550 had begun slathering the entirety of its containment cell. 2 minutes and 4 seconds had passed before the tongue withdrew into SCP-550. An amount of black, viscous saliva containing various amounts of organic material from all previously consumed corpses was left on containment chamber walls, along with what appeared to be an intact traditional black Zulu dress. Shortly after Incident 550-T1, the tongue belonging to SCP-550 has been recorded to randomly protrude from SCP-550's chest cavity for several seconds. SCP-550 has resorted to remaining in a fetal position, presumably to prevent an event similar to the recent incident. No further deviations in behavior have been noted. Containment procedures are currently being updated. Footnotes 1. Thorough analysis of the material revealed significant titers of a heavily modified variant strain of SCP-742. Additional analysis of genetic material, including the accompanying viral particles, showed significant splicing and incorporation of functional genes from a variety of plants and several scavenger species, aligning with genetic analysis of recovered samples of SCP-3140. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-550 is to be held in a standard-sized humanoid cell. SCP-550 should be provided with a human corpse on a bi-weekly basis. Any remaining materials are to be cleaned and removed from the containment chamber after provision. All personnel handling SCP-550 are to wear provided chemical-resistant gloves and hazmat suits at all times. Directions made toward SCP-550 may be broadcast from speakers installed in its containment chamber and should be used for transportation, maintenance, and testing.